was brought to you by Scott R. Stark, attorney at law, Seminole, Florida. Here's what everyone really needs to know about civil or tort law. Just what is the difference between civil law and criminal law? One thing to remember is this: civil law and criminal law have different legal codes, for the most part. A layperson's definition of criminal law is when someone actually breaks a written state, federal, or local law. Action is taken by an official local, state, or federal prosecutor. This can result in an individual going to jail if they are found guilty after a court trial hearing. Again, criminal law and civil law are different in many ways. Here is the definition of tort law and civil law. Both have similar definitions. Tort is an action that wrongly causes harm to someone, but that is not a crime, and that is dealt with in a civil court. Civil law is law or laws that deal with rights of people rather than crimes. Life is not always fair. You can and may be sued in your lifetime. Remember, you cannot be thrown in jail after someone files a lawsuit against you. And remember, it is not a crime to be sued or receive the threat of a lawsuit. But you do need to act quickly to not be in default or in a position where they can take anything of yours. Bill collectors who call your home for an alleged late bill are just one example of the threat of a lawsuit. Bill collectors often lie during a collection phone call that they can get the cops after you, but they cannot. Knowledge is power. The policemen are not going to bother to show up. A collection call is a civil matter or a civil lawsuit. A civil lawsuit is also known as a civil complaint. On page 2 of a civil law summons for a civil legal complaint, there is an explanation of an individual's responsibilities when someone brings a complaint against them within the Florida Court of Law. In Florida, a summons wording is as follows: a lawsuit has been filed against you. You have 20 calendar days after this summons is served on you to file a written response to the attached complaint within the clerk of this court. A phone call will not protect you. Your written response, including the case number given above and the names of the parties, must be filed if you want the court to hear your side of the case. When you get a civil law summons, it is the wolf at your door, and it is time to take action. A civil summons further states, if you do not file your response on time, you may lose the case, and your wages, money, and property may be thereafter taken without further warning from the court. There are other legal requirements. You may want to call an attorney right away. That is your responsibilities. You may read the rest. And it is time to do something immediately to further prevent something bad happening. Don't just sit there. Do not be a shark's lunch. Think and move quicker than he does. Stay ahead of the civil lawsuit game here. Hire a lawyer who can help you. If you do not answer in 20 days, actual days, including weekends, the court will issue a default against you. This is not the same as 20 business days. Weekends are included. This means the person who sued you automatically wins his lawsuit. You lose. He wins. This can sometimes be overturned, but if you have a good excuse, but do not count on having a good excuse. Doing nothing while being sued is not considered a good excuse. But if you are sued, it will not go away by itself. Do not just sit there. We can help you prevent the bad from being worse. Hire a lawyer to help you. Thank you very much for watching.